This video is about explaining the difference between activity and cash. So what do I mean by that? If you look here on the left hand side, we've got sales activity and cash collected. So for each period, we can flip the toggle between the two, and you're going to get some different values. Well, what's activity? The activity side of things is effectively what you're going to see in your profit and loss. Where's your profit and loss? In the financials. So this is, if you're raising an invoice, it's the day that you raised it, less any sales tax, and that's what you're going to see. Same with cash transactions. If there are journals as well, which hit the profit and loss, you're going to see them here. So if we go back to the home section, the cash collected is just that. You're not often paid unless it's a cash transaction. If you've got credit terms, you might be asking for payment within 14 days or 30 days or 60 days. Well, what you're asking for and what actually happens as well is not necessarily, unfortunately, the same thing. So if we have a look at and unpack a little bit what I'm talking about, the easiest way to illustrate what's going on behind the scenes is just actually to add a freestyle prediction. So I'm going to call it new, innovative name, Hannah. And I'm going to put £100,000 in July, just so that you can see exactly what's happening. I hit tick. I'm going to make sure that it's stored on the last day of the month. In reality, you could change that. And 20% is the default rate that's been set because I'm in the UK, but equally, if you're anywhere else on the globe, your default rate from the settings over here on the right-hand side will show here. But the key thing that will illustrate this is that it's not paid in the same day, this example. We're going to say it's paid in 30 days. Okay, and I'm going to hit update. And what you're going to see is, as expected, in the P&L, £100,000 or dollars, if that's where you're located. But if you flip to the cash collected side, it's not in July. We've added it. We've added the VAT onto it, so we've got an additional £20,000, and it's appearing 30 days later in August. If I go to the weekly view, you'll see that it's going to be in that last day, in that last week there. So it's being tallied correctly. If we go to the financial side, you can actually see a little bit more information. So of course, in the profit and loss, there we go. We've got income there. So all of our net profitability is increased. It's still looking pretty good. But if we go to the balance sheet, I'm going to zip up liabilities and open up the bank account. You are absolutely going to see, so two things have happened. In current assets, the 120,000 is sitting in accounts receivable because it's not been paid yet. Actually, let me go back to the monthly view because it's easier to illustrate. It's sitting in accounts receivable because it hasn't been paid yet. And then the 120k has come into the bank account, as we said, right here in August. There's also something else that's happened. The VAT in this case, or GST, again, if you're in a different locale, has been calculated accurately so that we can see that that's coming out in the following period's payment. So a lot's going on behind the scenes, and that's why just let this software do the heavy lifting for you. And so now, final thing, let's just triple check it all and see how it flows through to your cash flow statement. So if I open up cash from business activity, so cash in is coming in your income row here, there it is. Let's open it up. We can see it's here. And then if we look at the cash from financing and investing, you're not getting any cash in, but on the liabilities there, we can scroll down and see our VAT payment is there. Now, again, you've got this fantastic tool with Predict to be able to really check things like your net cash flow. It's a really great indicator of how your business is doing. Where are any hotspots? Are things happening that you're not sure of? It's great to be able to check this, cash in, less cash out, and just see exactly how you're tracking. So there we go, activity versus cash.